Hey guys, in this video we're going to walk you through the process for replacing a compressor in the ARB twin compressor unit. Now if you follow this channel for long, you know that this compressor has had its fair share of airing up and air tool usage for vehicle repairs and modifications. We have been absolutely amazed at its performance over the past few years, but it ran into its first real issue a few months ago as we were trying to engage our front ARB locker on a trail in southern New Mexico. After that event, while it still pumps air, its output is only about half what it was previously. So it's time to tear into it and see what the fix is going to be. Just so you know, we're not sponsored by ARB. We just love this compressor's output and even still believe it's the best bang for buck unit on the market. So much so, we've already bought a second unit for Sarah's GX build that comes in its own self-contained case. But enough of the backstory. Let's get into it. So, I'm still pecking away at all these little things. It's actually been a few days since the last little segment. And now we're going to work on tearing apart the ARB compressor to see if we can figure out what's going on. And yes, I need a haircut. Just not had time. So, instead, about one of our new hats. That's right. Overlandstyle.com. Check it out. Shameless plug. Shameless. This isn't going to be a fancy segment. We're just going to dive right in, see what we're up against now. I searched high and low online and could not find a diagram that explains exactly how this is all supposed to come apart. So we're just going to dig into it and see what's going to take. First thing we need to do is get this guy loose. Go ahead and take our filters off. Go ahead and disconnect these guys. And then we're going to take these 4 bolts loose here. From the front here. Yep. Just like that. And then we're going to unplug these 2 guys. Looks like yellow is on right. Not that it should matter. Purple is on left. You can see these are truly 2 separate units. Now that's the reason why this thing still works. Probably one of the reasons why I would recommend the dual compressor is if one side does go down on you, you still got another side. So it's at half capacity, but it'll still air your tire up or lock your locker. Okay, I believe this was the problem side. I think we found the problem. It's actually not this side, it's over here. This Allen bolt is just completely loose. Look at that. So essentially, it's either loose or broke. Is it broke? I don't know, we'll dig into it and see. So this is a piston right here. And as this motor spins, it goes and pumps air into this header right here. And if it's not connected, it's not pumping. That motor is just spinning. Let's see what we can do about it. Also got to take this loose. Quite a bit of rust just from all the moisture. Okay, now, oh wow, the whole assembly is coming out. Okay. And there we go. So you can see this spinning freely of this part here. And there the bolt just fell completely out. And it is in fact sheared. So that's going to be an interesting process to try and get that guy out. How does that come apart? Just like that. Very impressive though. There's actually bearings inside here. That's crazy. And you can see I did some damage from running this thing while it was not pumping. I wonder how I could even get that out. Well, it could be fixed. But I got to figure out if I can get an easy out on that bolt right there. Problem is it's really messed up the threads going down into it. Alright, so just in the interest of time, let's see what it would take to just replace that particular part. So apparently I didn't have to disassemble it the way that I did. Now that I'm looking at this diagram, which I finally found, the blue clamps could have been loosened and the whole unit could have come out. So I bought this compressor June 23rd of 2014 from Redline. So it's 6 years of hard use. I got it on sale for $500 at the time, so that's not too bad. So it looks like Poly Performance is the only place easily found anyhow on the internet that has the replacement compressor section. So at $126, I have to think, how much time is it going to take me to attempt to drill that and use an easy out to reverse it, and then hope that there's not so much damage to those threads already from the other one beating and banging the top of the hole that I can get it back in. So I could tap it, obviously. But if it already broke once, maybe there was some play that was starting to come into effect there. Not to mention the fact, 6 years of hard use, and I would say, I don't know, 500, 800 tires aired up, because when you have one of these compressors, your buddies are over there with their little AutoZone, and you're done airing up 6 tires by the time they've done 1.5 tires. So I have aired up a lot of tires over the years using this bad boy. So I think I'm going to invest in the future at this price especially. So for $126, I don't have to invest any time into this, and I know that I'm good for another 6+ years. Not to mention the fact I'll have a spare compressor on this side. I'll have a spare motor. So yeah, easy peasy. Let's do it. Didn't take long, but we got our replacement compressor in. There it is. $145 shipped to the door. And we're ready to get this thing back up and running again. Alright, so now we're just going to stick this new guy into the sleeve. Not like that. Line up the manifold base with the port. Keep in mind you're going to want your access port in the right position. And the cover allows you a little bit of leeway, so if you want, you can actually pull it over to this side to get a little more clearance. Like so. And just eyeball that to make sure it's going to fit. So first of all, we're going to put our leads back on the cutoff switch. So, come on, get right there. There we go. Much better. We'll hook up our power. Now I'm also going to go get some fresh Teflon tape to reassemble this with. Now a little pro tip on this, you always want to wrap the direction you're going to be screwing it in so it doesn't unwrap itself. There we go. Now make sure we get our seal into its new location. And I'll keep these parts just in case, and hopefully get some time to drill this puppy out. Maybe give it a fresh breath of life, at least as a backup. Alright, you ready? That works. But it sounds like the manifold is leaking. Alright, so don't make the same mistake that I did. I did not move this seal from the old unit over to the new unit, so it was leaking where it mates up with this manifold here. So, gotta hurry. Alright, build pressure and held it that time. Alright, now to bolt it back in.